the top 10. I hope the top 10. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hope there's a top 10 and Rise Up, and there's a top 10 in Elite. I think they might do that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Since there's two different affiliations, I think that's what they'll do. I think they're
I,
gonna do a top 10 for each. And I wouldn't be mad if they did a top 10 for each affiliation because that's how it used to be. You feel me? So I
Something
would
up
not
with
be
my
mad at
kick
all.
string.
But like, imagine if like you got all Hall of Fame badges or some crazy shit because they said like the badges don't impact that crazy, but like, oh my gosh, I hate this area. But imagine if like you got top 10 like for what I mean, like because there's obviously gonna be a different award. I don't know if they're gonna give the whole top 10 the same award, but he obviously they said in the thing, the courtside report, that it's gonna fluctuate,
Oh
but
dang, I didn't even check out the
you
courtside report.
definitely you don't keep that reward. So if you don't keep that reward gotta be crazy, bro.
No,
Like
I
it's
think
gotta
y'all. I
be
think y'all
OG, bro.
misunderstood. The
So,
logo that you get
yeah,
with the
you do
top
get a
10,
logo.
you
no,
won't
but he
keep.
said the
They
rewards
said
Yeah,
you
we
other
get.
for,
rewards
we
too.
working,
Yes,
we
they
Oh,
said the
working.
did
You know
they?
what I'm
rewards
Yo, what's
saying?
up, poor
So
boy?
they're gonna have
What's
a
good?
competitive advantage then.
get yeah, basically,
I think they
yeah.
should.
So how
I ain't gonna lie.
I
Look,
think
jacked up
when will they
start,
drop
but
out the top 10 then?
I mean, no, they're gonna drop out the top 10 because obviously other people are gonna keep playing. You're gonna go to sleep. It's gonna fluctuate, but
one thing I think is cool for the top 10, which wouldn't be an advantage. It would be an advantage, but I think it'd be a cool thing. I think the Hall of Fame thing would be excessive.
yeah, I just maxed
I
out my
think they
finishing
should do.
badges. Didn't even
You
know it.
don't get badge regression, and like your badges lock in, like you don't lose them type shit.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
think
I,
I think
that's
all your
that's good.
badges are
I like
upgraded
that
too.
idea over giving people like the God build, whereas though
Yeah.
they'll never lose. Like think about it, you'll be able to go on 30-game streaks because your build is just
Let
unstoppable.
me ask you a
yeah,
question.
for
Let me
sure.
ask you a question. So we were talking about Malik was really upset about the badge, like
Ba-da-da-ba-da-da.
what's it called? Badge
They
requirements.
just doing shit on the
Requirements.
Yeah.
wall.
So like, what if it's to where the requirements to get certain badges is lowered if you're in that top 10?
Oh,
What do
I
y'all think
supposed
about
to,
that?
That'd be fire. That'd
bro.
be fire.
Pass it
But
to the
that's
crazy.
also okay though.
drummies.
No, that's OP, but that would be crazy. It's not
I'm
even
taking
that
I'm
like.
taking the unlimited
That's
boost
what I was trying
and
to give him to the first time.
the poor boy sin idea, which
Yeah, I
was
think unlimited boost
Yeah,
would be cool.
I should
unlimited
have
boost would
icon
definitely
passed
be
it
Y'all
though.
cool.
gotta make them want, like, that's old stuff, bro. This is something new. Y'all gotta make them want to stay there, like, realistically.
But
It's
what
gotta be
I'm
bro
something
saying
It
where,
with
gotta be
bro
something
unlimited
I
you
don't
gotta
boost and no
grind for.
regression.
How
people
about this?
If you ain't grinding, ain't no point.
Three times the VC for winning?
I
I
like that.
like
Or
that.
2 times, that's cool.
But what does
Yeah,
that do? Like,
Ooh,
I mean,
ooh,
VC is cool and all, but like, what,
Tons of
like one?
ooh.
VC.
because think about
Matter,
it.
bro. That should add up. You know how much that'd be 25,000 for
VC
them
add
jackets,
up.
boy.
We're talking about a ranking
Let me
system
see
with
that.
the potential to
Hey,
be a ranking system that will have clear cut advantages to players to stay in those.
I mean, honestly, for me, I don't need none of that. I just need a leaderboard. That's all I need.
And
well,
then
you the
man, we
lose,
grinder,
know
bro. You
you.
the grinder. We know. We know.
but also losing the
no, I
rewards
want
after you
reward too
already
though.
been in the top 10. I don't
Let
know
me get
about
that
that.
I
VC.
like
You
that. I
know,
I
like
like that.
you have
Let
it
me
makes
get
you
I
that
have
like
to
that.
VC,
grind the entire
cuz.
year. Like that's what the whole thing about 2K needs
Let me get
longevity
those.
because everybody
Let me
complains that the
get
game is
those. We
dead
step
in
into
December,
those.
January. Like we having a top 10 with rewards that on top of great gameplay, having a top 10 with rewards that are going to be worth the grind is something that'll keep the people on the game. You see what I'm saying? Especially since we already know that season levels
That's
don't
the
come with
point
a
of what they
competitive
trying to do
advantage.
right
It's
now. They
not.
trying to keep people
So
in the
if there's
game.
going
That's
to
why
be
they
some type
take
of
NBA
competitive
Live
advantage, it's
mess.
gonna come in the rep race. So I think it keeps people playing. It should fluctuate.
A lot of the red race was
It has
dumbed
to
down because
fluctuate.
of
You got to give me
casuals.
a
A lot
reason
of
to
the
want to
red
keep
race was
coming
dumbed
back
down
and
because the
stay on
grinders
top.
back in 2K17 it used to be based off of
Oh, I
grade.
missed that.
A
Oh,
lot
he
of people
missed.
was mad that it was based off of grade because it was easy to hit top rep. A lot of people was
Hey,
mad about how hard the grind was because they had to go to work. They
well,
didn't have the
then
time to
let them
do it. So
niggas
it's a lot
cry
of
in the car.
things that was removed from 2K because people complain about things.
They
Because
need
I
to
want them to
grind,
bring back
bro.
to where on
Consistency is
2K17
key. If you ain't
you
gonna
had
be
your
consistent
overall
and want to
my park
play,
rep
then don't
and
play the
then you had
game.
your
Then you
affiliation
just play it
rep.
casually.
So you could tell where you was at rep wise. Like if you was in the top
It's
10
the
of
whole
rep or
point
if
of
you
it.
was in
Got
the
to be
top
something that
100,
people
top
is
500.
hard to work for. You got to
Like
work
that would be
for it.
dope if they brought that to it.
If everybody can
Hell
get
yeah.
it,
Hell
nigga,
yeah.
why
I
would
mean
I
that's
want it?
that's more competitive. We was talking about
That's
that
the
the other day
point.
with
Like,
Hollywood
yeah,
about
bruh.
how to make it,
Man,
official. I was
no.
talking about
What's
rate,
going on,
you know what I
Tim?
mean,
What's
putting a
going
elo
on?
rate system to make it
Oh, that's dead.
harder
That's dead.
for people to
Let
just
me see
boost
that.
and all that.
Nope.
But
Oh,
for now,
I'm still
what
gonna
we're
go
talking
with it,
about with the ideas of how to
even though it was
implement it
slow.
is the poor boy. If you could give me your
We
thoughts on that
11-8
topic we
right
were
now.
talking about, how do we stop the boosters?
2K knows who's boosting it. So for top rep, 2K only really cares about like the first person or the race. So they watch those accounts closely. Like after the red race is over, 2K really don't care about, you know what I'm saying, who's boosting or not unless somebody tells on them. Now for the top 10, I think 2K is gonna watch the top 10 closely.
Got you.
In my
Get
opinion,
up,
I
get
think
up.
they're gonna have a leaderboard for it, just so you can see who's in the top 10. Because if there's no leaderboard for it, you won't know who's in the top 10 unless you run into them.
What if
Good fake. Let's go.
2K
I'm
has some
down.
type of back end metadata that shows the gamer tags that people played?
They do.
Oh.
They have a log of how long the games take, the score, who you played
Oh, good
against. They
one.
have that.
Yep. So you know what I'm saying, they can easily clear cut see who's a booster. You know what I'm saying, if they play the same team.
Look, Karen's 3000. Yes, they got something implemented. Like he said, depending on what event is going on, because this game have so many events going on. You got the 2K League. You have the My Team, pack card tournaments and stuff like that. Then you got the legend grind. So what's going on at the moment? Once it's done, then they move on to the next event because to check on cheaters in the other events. Oh, that's me. Good money. What? Ah, that was crazy. Anywho, so yeah, what you saying? Yeah, sound about right. But it seemed like this is going to be a heavier online game, and since they're gonna have this whole rank 10 situation, they're gonna be more involved in the events. Cause again, the top 10 gonna be playing those events too. Ah. Oh, I did not see him. But I hooked him though.
What? Hey, it's over with. But I do want to rotate.
Then you
He
can
said
just
he ain't
call
taking my
me up,
top
man.
spot.
Call
He
Sheriff
said,
Wood. I'll be there.
he said you gonna take my spot. You better take you out. He was gonna take it legit. That's
No.
crazy. Yeah,
On that.
Now
Let's
I
go.
got a question for everybody that's speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we CIA? Are we FBI? Are we Metro Police?
stop
Hey!
FBI, it gotta be.
I'm saying from a
Bro, we can't be no
perspective.
Come
FBI.
on, boy. Did you see how he
Saying from a
stepped into
perspective,
it though?
if
I'm
I
coming
ain't in
through.
the
I'm
top
coming through the
10,
window on the
I
roof.
don't care.
We black ops.
We 2K
Officer
support. We gotta be
Bongo,
like
man. We
2K
Coming
police
for
support
the
around
here,
here.
bro. We
chopper.
the feds, bro.
Officer
So
Bongo, man. Policia.
I'm not gonna lie. In the previous years, I did see boosters get caught like on Twitter, and like I would just see it on my regular timeline. I see the dude still playing like the following week. So I mean, I'm not. I mean, it would work, but like
I'm not like
it's got to
shut
be like
up.
a clear report way that we got to report these players, because some of them get away easily and they just still get to play, but then they get caught later. But I want them to get like caught instantly, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
yeah, the
obviously
way the
we want to
community come
Pack
together.
up.
any good system, any good game that people want to grind for. There should be some type of good
Oh
reporting
my
system in place.
God,
Fastest game in the
yo.
world, Craig.
What's
That
gonna
boy is
happen
in
with
his
the
bag with it.
starting five thing is,
Took the bump,
I
came off
believe
the fade,
people are
nigga.
gonna find a way to
One
go in
leg.
and
Let's
say, "Homie,
go. That
I'm on
takeover
one team, you on
crazy.
another team," and we just boost badges.
Let's go.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey,
Good looking, bro. That's
hey!
what I
Yeah, they say you
What
should,
they
bro,
talking
get
about?
badges out the practice facility.
I am not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not mad at that
But they got the
idea.
starting five thing where you play with 4 other NBA
Man, I
players
wish
and
I
then
would have
you play
made this
against somebody
bill
else that have 4
6
NBA
months
players.
ago.
Yeah.
I wish I would have made this bill 6 months ago.
That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be
You said
interesting.
Starfield is
What do you
getting
guys
good
think about like a
reviews, as it
customizable
should.
score
You
for
know
the
what
top
I'm saying?
10?
I never doubted the
Like
game
if
for
there's
getting good
if
reviews.
you were in the
G.
top 10, like you
I
have the
never
ability to
doubted it.
only to
I
alter
already
your
knew
score.
what it was. Black Lightning, man. Bro, they don't understand what
do you mean?
we
Oh,
got
I've been
right
saying that,
now,
but like,
bro.
that's just gonna fluctuate every
This
day. So that
is
changes so
gonna be
much. You
game
feel
of the
me? Like
century, bro. Game of the decade.
that changes a lot.
That's
Skip
what I'm
game
saying.
of the
If it
year. This is
fluctuates,
game
I
of the
think one
decade,
player has
bro.
to have
It's over
a
with.
lot of advantages. If it
It's
fluctuates,
over with, bro.
I mean, you just lose it. You literally
Hold on,
just
let me
don't
see.
have that
Got
ability
him.
anymore.
Got him.
yeah, that'll feel like you lost your
I
superpowers.
sold the
Exactly.
bag,
That's the
though.
point. That's the point. Like you lost something that made you stick out. That's the whole point
Dang.
of top 10 is to stick out. It's not to be like, oh, cool, I just have a logo above my head. Like people are gonna have logos above their head when they got like when they win an event, like, and that's
Excuse
when
me.
boosters get their like that little like football logo or something above their head. Like, you need something that's gonna make them stick
I
out.
Yo,
thought that was for
my
NFL
fault, Trey. I need
players.
somebody to go down for Hollywood. Anybody want to go down?
I sworn I thought that
I
was
thought
for
Hollywood's
like.
up here.
No, he's
I
not.
sworn
He's
I
not for
thought that was
Ashton. I
for
just gotta
football
replace his
players that
ass.
was playing the
Oh, it says
game.
speaker on my screen.
I do say
Ooh,
he up here.
I had him.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna do this, man.
Yeah, some
I don't know.
bricks. Whatever, man.
Someone dropped down already. All right.
It's a new
I just
bill.
be
I wish I would have
switching
made
people
this
in and
Joker,
out. I'm sorry.
man.
That's me.
Nah, you good. I'd rather
Doing.
you do it because I was mad at the bad guy when
I wish I'd have made this
Red's like,
bill
I'll
like
take it.
6 months
I just be
ago.
switching people out randomly.
I probably would have. I
Have
probably
that
would have
this
hooked
year.
them up.
It like bugged me out.
Hey,
Yeah, we just make it sure
My
everybody
John, my
gets.
John took. I'm about to leave and come back.
dang man.
all right, but I try to keep it to where it's just mainly content creators. You feel me? I do bring people up here and there, but
I try to hit
I
that
try to keep it to
baseline
a
and get the
balance.
Red's
hood.
trying to be a good guy and be nice to everybody.
I
Look at
did
you.
want
Yeah.
to.
Dang,
I
they
did
done left
want
me
to
getting
ask
hit
y'all.
by
Since Hollywood
myself.
was just talking. Do y'all really think it's gonna be a
Hell
problem
no.
for people to get games on the twos on in the elites
Huh.
opposed to the rods because the
Get his
rods
ass
are
off
so
me.
close together?
Hell
Damn.
no, it's crossplay. Ain't
Get
nobody
his
about to
ass
have
off me.
problem getting a game. In my opinion.
Yeah, I
There's no
think the
reason
same.
to be a problem with crossplay.
No, I think they listened to what we were saying because, like,
We
one of
will
the things that we were
see.
preaching was
We
about.
will see.
Hold
We were
on.
preaching saying that, like, like the four. The problem is, like,
I try to put that boy on
like
that
back in the
nigga
day, it was
head,
four.
boy.
It
I
was
try to
four
put
3v3 courts, 3 2v2. Now it's 6 3v3
Let's
courts
go.
and 4 2v2 courts. That's why nobody can
We
find
got
no
10
games
minutes.
because
All right.
everybody on the
Oh
court.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cause
Like,
we like
so.
number
But
4th,
I already
man.
know people gonna go into, like, if they did make it that
It
way.
usually don't
I
take me
already
this
know they're
long to
gonna go
get
back
my
into making
team
the
into like
game
maybe
where
second,
next year I hope they
third.
don't listen. But you're gonna hear people. I don't want people gonna be like, I don't want to wait for games.
Come
And
on,
I'm
yo.
gonna tell them y'all was mad y'all didn't get games last year, right?
Slowing the
So I don't
car
want to hear it
down.
this
Look,
year,
it's
bro.
too.
Like, I mean,
But
like,
that was the beauty in 17. You
Cause
go to
this one I didn't
sunsets.
put
If
all
you
the
really wanted to
VC that
play
I put
two, you
into
could go to
this
sunset.
bill. I played for it.
But
So
people go to sunset, play
wasn't
3 2. But if you really,
nothing,
really want to play
nothing
3 2,
bought,
go to
none of
Rivet.
that.
Niggas
I
didn't
just
go to
played
Old
through the
Town.
game on it.
So
So
it was 1
Biggest
2 score, Rivet 1 2
yeah,
score, Old Town. But you could go to Sunset and it's 3 2 scores.
that boy
And
be
you look
getting
at
it.
it.
He be
You
getting
look
in
at
his
it too.
bag when
Like
he want
it's so
to.
many.
Hold on, they're gonna let us
We
go
have
all the
two
way out
different.
because
We
yes,
have
this game
crossplay.
pretty
We
much
have
over
2
with.
parks only. Like, and then you have threes courts on the beach, but for the most part, twos is probably only gonna be in the park.
But yeah, did you
So
see
I
the
don't think
trailer
getting games in general is
for
gonna be a
2K?
problem this year.
Hold on, let me see if I can
Yeah,
pull
because
it
I
up,
heard
Yeah, I
y'all
feel
man.
like
say
with
a
the
lot of
two,
people.
I should have pulled it up
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
They ain't
So
gonna put
like,
me in
what I
2
wanted to
minutes
say
in.
was one big thing that 2K has now is they got a big art team that can change up anything. So if something feels off and the community doesn't like it, they can easily, hey, next season we're going to do a whole new art style.
Cause right
You know what I'm saying?
now,
To
I'm
make
trying to
make it
tell
easier to
people,
get
like
games
right now,
fit.
bro, due to the
yeah,
movie
that's
strike
fire.
and
That's
everything
fire.
that's
that's
actually
going on
tough.
with
I ain't gonna lie.
entertainment, video gaming is finna be the
Hollywood, what's up with
entertainment
your
like
shit, bro?
plateau,
Like,
bro.
yo,
So
you in and out, like.
man, if you trying to get your
Yeah,
content, you
nah,
trying to
I
get
thought we were
something
talking about that
going,
too, like giving, like, the mayor
get the
shit.
ball
We were talking
rolling
about, like,
now.
giving the
You
person
feel me?
more
Cause
creativity, like, to
it's
be able
finna
to
be
do
dry
things.
out
You
here.
feel me? Like we
Depending on
had
how
that,
long,
like, I feel like you couldn't really. They had
depending
the
on how
layouts
long the
already pre-made.
situation
Like,
happens,
I wish they
stay
asked
on.
you ahead of
Oh
time,
my
like, yo, what
god.
would you like your court
See,
to
that's
look
why I
like, and, like,
can't wait.
you
AI
could
to
get them
actually
like an
hit
image
wide
or
open
like
shots, man.
something. You
You
know what I
gotta
mean?
stop
But
yawning, boy. You making other people.
Yo, Pod, I don't think we heard your take. What would you? How
But
you
I'm
feel
trying
about
to
the
get in my
Bears and stuff
bag
coming back,
this year,
bro?
bro. I'm trying to get in my bag.
they're coming back. Is iPod talking?
No, I'm asking him
Now,
what was his
Like
thoughts on
yesterday,
this
I
shit.
tried something last night. I was
iPod.
streaming
are you
the
asking like a
gameplay
hypothetical
of
thing if they
GoPro.
would come
Shout
back,
out
or
to
you saying
Shakedown.
No, I'm
I don't know.
asking
I
him
just wanted. I
what
did
his
like a little
thoughts on
compilation
bringing the
just to
Bears
see
to
how
come
I
back.
can push some numbers up.
Oh, I
But
see what you're saying.
yeah, dang, they doubling me,
Carter,
bro.
you
They
muted.
can't even get the ball. Oh, let me get it
What I
now.
do? No, I was saying what's your thoughts
I
on
was
the
trying to
Bears
hit
system
his.
coming back and being able to
Try to hit.
customize sports and stuff like that.
Dang,
might
bro,
not
they
be able to hear
hating
you.
on me.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Yes.
Oh, drum is going. He ain't
I
looking
don't
back.
think it's a good system. Simply because you and Sin knows this because Sin ended up playing against me,
Man, I
and
wish
we
I would have
both
made
had
this build earlier.
the
This
course
boy
that
nice
never
right
got
here.
touched for
I
3
like him.
seasons. defense. And he ended up,
I'm gonna
getting his
pack.
court
He
that
he
time
reminded
because
me
he
of
had a
like
great teammate,
I
and
made
I
him
had
like
no buckets on my
ISO
team.
Joe and
Yeah,
Carmelo
it was
Anthony, nigga, wrapped
it
in
was
one.
OV, man. So yeah, I don't
Grant
know.
Hill
Maybe the
bill.
mayor system more so for like
Let me get that. Let me get
issues
that.
with our park or
Damn, man.
whatever the case may be. Whereas though, like when we have clear cut issues, we can come to 2K with
Dang.
some solutions. But other than
Fuck the
that, bro,
mayor system.
Yeah,
You know
let
how they
people.
had the mayor system set up
Oh
though?
my God, bro.
I
They are
say this like on some of my
doubling me,
videos, what they should
bruh.
do. The
Come
mayor system
on,
is a
bruh. Not
perfect
me, big bruh.
frame for doing community votes. Like they should set
It
up how
wasn't
we was
even
able to
me,
vote
big
for who
bruh.
we wanted mayor to be. They should give us like
Oh,
weekly votes on what court changes we want, music changes, like
Yeah,
what
boom, boom.
events we probably
Step.
want this month,
Cash
shit like
money,
that,
99.
yeah,
and let us vote
Uh,
in game.
that would
That's
be
dope.
fire though.
That's a great idea, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna bring that up to them. That's a great idea, bro. Like giving like the community like a voting thing where you could vote like the
You
same.
know how they do the polls on Twitter, like asking us, like as far as like change to the game, they need to do that in game because even though it's a lot of casuals in the world and people might vote on some troll shit, at least it gives everybody the opportunity to vote.
Remind you, this is a fresh
Hey, we
bill. I
might be
think he
making
only
this
what
change
is he?
in game. We get to vote. Do we want to
80.
make this change or do we not want to make
What
this
is he?
change?
82?
right. Like this week, do we
I
want
think he's
Ruffles or
either
do we want
82 or
101 type
85.
shit?
I don't
Yeah.
think he
Yeah, that's
85.
that's I ain't gonna lie to
I think
you.
he
That's what they should
82.
My
have
bad
did with a
intro.
Let me
theater.
see.
Like what we want in the
I
theater
just
this
maxed
week.
out my
Yo,
finishing
saying
badges
that would
on.
actually be crazy, but I think we.
Nah, that
That
that would
boy
definitely
nice
be dope.
though.
Like if they gave us like a weekly thing ahead of
Yeah, I
time to
just
vote.
maxed out my
Now,
finish and I already did that.
another thing that
On Hall,
2K
no,
gonna
don't
say
don't
why
get
that
it
can't work is
twisted.
though,
On Hall of
because like
Fame,
us, we're just gonna
you
pick the best events,
feel
bro.
me?
Y'all know that, bro. That's why they try to balance.
Big
Like for
Holly, you
instance,
see that
Well, minus the
1.6?
that's
events.
like
If you
that's like
know,
the
Because
you
events
Yeah,
know.
is
you
like
could
on
you could even do
contract.
like
like
red, like you could have like
That
one
boy
of
out here
the
hooping,
theater
hooping.
events be a community based
That boy
voting
out here
event. So like
hooping,
you got
hooping.
like
the
Can I
3v3 that's gonna stay obviously because like
Hold on, let me
can
see.
I
Let
that's
me
say
like
see.
something though
asking
about it though?
what
Well, we have to remember this is all partnerships with the NBA, like NBA 2K and those companies.
Hello,
So,
ladies,
like
ladies,
those events being
ladies.
in
How y'all
games,
doing?
companies pay for those events to
Yeah,
be in
those
game. So,
certain
like,
I was
times
Oh, they
and
talking
gonna
no
stuff.
pay
Kev,
us
I was
up.
talking about
Look
the
at
theater
this.
though, like having one
Big
Yeah,
82.
dedicated
You
yeah.
feel
event
me?
in the theater that the community
Big
can vote on.
82.
And whether it's 1v1, 2v2, like
That
whatever it
boy
is,
ain't
yeah,
like just
got
having one event in
nothing
the theater
above
because
her.
they're gonna keep threes.
Well, outside of
They
my
probably
finish,
they're gonna
nothing
rotate maybe
90,
one or
nigga.
two other
Nothing 90
events, but
outside of my
having at least
finishing.
just one for the community
When
to
you
vote
get
on would be
maxed
tough.
out, you see what I'm
yeah.
doing out here with
I
him,
mean,
man.
again, that company's got to
That
pay for
nigga
it.
a
If it's gonna be there
beast.
all the time,
He's
then
a
it's like, okay,
dog.
that
He's a
company is getting more
motherfucking
like events than
problem.
everybody else too. We
Okay,
have to
you
kind
a
of
Are we talking
goon,
about
us
say,
a
No, I'm not
monthly?
talking
goon
about
to a
events like Ruffles and that.
goblin.
I'm talking about in the
oh, like
theater, like
Damn, they
the
want 3 to
yeah
4,000. Dang.
oh, I see. Okay, I see what you're
Shit,
saying.
we
Yeah,
gonna upgrade that by 1. That's gonna get us at a, what, 83? I guess I can get his pass accuracy up. I'm trying to get him up enough so I can take him to the
Oh
rec.
dang, you got
He
robot
ain't
in
rec
here.
Yeah,
ready right now.
bro.
no, I thought my joint
Like,
was bugging. I'm not gonna lie,
if
bro.
I
Yeah,
get
I
my
keep thinking
pass
my
No, I
accuracy
PC
know.
maxed
broken.
out
Like I'm like,
and
what's
then
going
like
on?
a 80 dribble,
Nah, I thought somebody was talking, but I
he'll
just
be
couldn't hear
ready.
him, so
He'll be ready
I didn't
then.
say nothing. But
Probably got to bump this up to like a
Crazy.
72. Also, I probably
So,
need to get that up to a
has there
70.
been any
But yeah.
reveals of how Rec is gonna play? If the Rec is gonna have a no
But look, but
squads
80,
version
you seen him
versus
82
squads?
when he was doing what he
Because
was
in
doing.
the
You
last couple of
feel me?
years we had like
You
the 90
feel
and under
me?
type vibe
Right now,
and things of that nature.
oh
Does
damn,
anybody
we
have any
going
info on
against
that?
KD.
I mean, I can give you the answer to that on the first.
What
I
am I?
bet
I'm
that gang.
averaging about
Appreciate you,
42.
gang.
We 12-8. You know what I'm saying? We 5th in the East. You feel me?
Um,
Oh yeah, my bad, bro. I got
Hold on, let me
sidetracked.
see.
But
Where
what's it called?
where
My
my
thing
progression at?
with the whole, my thing with the whole, like
Y'all see what he
what you
is
guys were saying
inside
about
out.
voting
You
and
know what I'm
stuff. Like,
saying?
obviously
Killer,
they have partnerships and
killer
stuff like that.
gorilla.
But I
And
also
I
feel
still
like
got
as a
like
whole
9 badges to
2K
unlock with this
see
nigga. Like, come on,
what
man.
we want
Come
and don't
on,
want in the
man.
game. Like, they go like, oh well, they really don't like this
I
event.
don't care
Maybe we
about the
should like get
season
rid of it. You know what I mean?
rewards.
Like,
Yeah,
I feel like it'll
this
tone
was
down. But
trash this year.
like,
I
the
ain't
reason
even
why
gonna
I say
hold you.
you can't
I mean,
really
this season, this
give
was
people
trash. Hold on, we
the
got a new golf
chance
cart. What type of
or
golf
the
cart we
choice
get?
to
Hold
do
on, let me
that
see.
is because that's like me, right? Like, say like Holly, like
Yeah,
me, Fit,
yeah,
you, all of
yeah.
us, right? If
Vince,
2K
Dunk,
put Puma up for
2.
grabs every week, we pick
All
the
right, I
Puma
gotta see
every motherfucking week,
what
bro.
type of go kart I get,
Like,
cause
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know,
yeah.
like I do like the idea, but like I'm just trying to think of a way we can narrow it down because I do
Nah, I
think
mean, what they
no,
could do.
I want to bring that to their attention though. Like,
I don't
that's a
know.
great
See,
idea.
You
that's the
gotta
one I
choose the
already
options. You
got.
can't have
I
Hold
mean,
Puma.
forget
on.
Yeah,
events.
what they could do
Everything
is
else
Hold on,
besides
let me go check
events.
these out real quick.
they
Hold
could just
on.
have two two options every time that
Let
it's
me
time
get
to
them
drop
out the
an
way
event. They
first.
just put out two options, and then just fluctuate the options. Like, don't even have the same ones all the time. Just like have ruffles one time.
I get
Or
what you're
like,
saying. Like, I get what you're saying. Though, like, all right,
Hold
so
on, stay right real quick. Hold on, I'll
basically,
be right back.
like, say they have like Puma 1 week, right? Basically, give us the next 3 available events that haven't happened yet, and then rotate it, and then we switch.
exactly.
Right. So, all right, that's a good
Listen to
idea. And
these
then
niggas
even with
complain.
the
Go
park,
ahead.
like with the park layouts, you know how they change the park layout, which we don't know. I mean, they're probably gonna change it this year too, or maybe they won't, depending on how it looks. But even with the park layout, right? Like with the court layouts, I feel like they should start voting like closer to like let's say the end of the season before the season change. They should let us vote for our park for what we want it to look like. You know what I mean? Like so, but then I feel like they won't like that. I feel like they like to surprise us at the same time. So I don't think they'll let us do that because they want to surprise us on how it looks. So would you guys rather be surprised or pick your own?
I like surprise because like if you hop in there surprise, you'd be like, oh shoot, like you get that feeling of new, you feel me? And then you hop in there and you be like, oh shoot, look how the park look. This joint look dope. Like you know how every season they switch it up and you get in the park and you be like, yo, this joint look dope this season. I'm gonna play more park type shit, you feel me? But if you already know what it's gonna look like, it kind of like defeats the feeling.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I agree with that, bro. Um,
Did they do any events like I'm not like related to? I'm just giving Ruffles an example. Did they ever do any events in the rec center kind of like that?
Nope.
Ice
No,
Just
they
double
have their
SP.
yeah double SP. That's it. Oh wait, no, yes they did. Yes they did. Remember they did the 2K League thing with the 5v5?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
they
but
did
that's not
that,
like
but I'm saying,
a
That's kind
rec
of that's
event.
basically rec. That's basically rec.
yeah, yeah, but I'm saying like I'm surprised they haven't done more in the rec center with events with
What could you
5v5.
do?
I mean, I mean that's all about getting creative, but like I'm surprised with 5v5 they didn't do like events like that. Like that's all I'm saying. Like I'm
I,
not
I,
sure.
I need a mode next year called for. I need to make a mode next year that's called 1%. That's what I need.
Hmm. I think they did a lot of
1%. What is that? What like? Why is it called 1%?
yeah.
What concept
One
behind it?
motherfucking mode, bro. We could be happy. No, I'm
No,
trolling, bro.
no.
I'm
Like
trolling. I'm trolling.
I'm thinking of the like there was a 5v5 event on Courage, and I don't know if it ever came to next gen. What was like the power booster thing where you had like you had certain teammates depending on the quarter like that were boosted to like 99 and they had takeover the whole time. Like that's a event you really could just like roll to the rec. It doesn't really need to be in the event center unless you wanted to.
What would you guys think about an event where you have takeover the entire event? You guys are literally just playing each other with takeover. But that should be crazy, or is that too much?
They had that in the theater
They
this
did.
year, I believe. One of the theater rotation modes was takeover,
Yeah, I think that's more
I
of a
believe.
theater type event than like an actual event.
Yeah, I'm skimming through this trailer right now. Finally got a second, trying to find some gold nuggets, see what's out here, man.
You know, I still haven't watched the trailer. I've only seen pictures.
No, I've seen it, but it goes so fast, and then I'm like, what did I even see? And so I prefer the pictures.
Yeah, I slowed it down and seen a whole bunch. We know that Annie Up is in there. We know that Rec is there. We got the new starting five. As far as the Poseidon Court for Rise, the entrance is all watered down and stuff like that. And then you get in there, but the Elite Court is really really dope. It looks like to me it looks like an Apex Legends type of map. You know what I'm saying? Like futuristic and stuff like that. So I like that. The gear for season one as well as the gear for like the elite players, that gear is really dope. The Kobe Bryant joint is really dope. Also, Chris Manning is the head of the elites, as well as Shakedown is the head of Rise. So you have to talk to both of them for those, quest settings, as well as there will be drone footage for the actual events for like the side quests where you go and get your takeover perks. They have drone footage of like different angles and stuff like that. So that's really dope. The beachfront courts, of course, the new shooting spot for lethal shooters in the game now. So I'm guessing that's where you go to, just like a Chris Brickley type setup. Hopefully, it's set up like that, whereas though you go get either shooting badges or learn how to shoot, the time these jump shots and stuff like that. Hopefully in an online setting, or they give it like a my court type feel. Hopefully for the art of shooting, but I'm not sure. So
it's just more info that needs to come out. But I seen a lot, man.
Is that the event center out in the water, or is it in the middle of the city? I'm confused.
You said what center?
Like, all right, so when you look at the beginning of the video of like you see like a building out on the water, is that the event center, or like I'm confused what that little bridge to that building out on the water is? What is that on the left side in the beginning of the trailer? 3 seconds.
I do think that is the event center because in the middle of the city, you have the Kobe Bryant and the actual NBA stadium. So those are going to be in the center. And that's where that one is. And then the one you're talking about is on the far left. I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking at it right now, which it does look like it might be an event center that you have to cross a bridge to go.
That's what I figured. I was just curious if that actually was the event center.
What are you guys thinking, Baz or Elite? Because my problem is like, is Elite always in the dark like that? Because I'm getting Park After Dark vibes, and I don't like that.
No,
No,
it's
it's just showing it at night.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's just
So it
showing
can
it
be
at night.
in the daytime too. Okay, good.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not
Yeah.
playing in the dark.
Look, Hollywood already talking about Rise Up. I don't know. I told you I'm leaning towards the Elite because I think the podcast looks better.
Wait,
But
Anything led by L, I go to. I don't care. I'm sorry.
hey, I ain't mad
Yeah.
at it.
that might be the move. That changed everything. I thought that shit was in the dark 24/7.
No,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
yeah,
no, no, no.
exactly. That's why I asked it.
No,
It's just showing it in the dark. It looks really nice. Like this is what I'm saying. Like we don't really know what both parts looks like at night because even looking back at the trailer, like it looks like in game is gonna be so like that park out or that elite court is gonna be so crazy because like there's moving like the top parts move into different circles and like lights change whatever.
no, you can see it at night though. At the end there, you can see what the Rise Park looks
Oh,
like at night. It shows it at the end of
let
the
me see.
trailer.
Or does it show the
You,
Elite one in the daytime?
like you can see just a light. Like it looks good. Honestly, I think Rise looks okay at night too. I just think that, in my opinion, Elite looks a lot better.
Where's that
Like,
at? Can we see
Yeah, but
that
it's
shit? Can
like
somebody
like
it's
screenshot it?
like the
I know it's in the I know it's in the distance, but again, like
but you
it is like they have the lighting is already shown there what it looks like. It actually does
but
look
you
good
know
in
how
my
they have a
opinion.
couple. You know what's crazy though, champ? There's a couple of like courts in the rise that are under 3v3 courts that are underwater. So like
Underwater,
I'm
yeah,
trying
it probably looks
I'm
dope.
trying to like, see with that, like being
Do you,
underwater at night, it could be fire. And especially if that octopus moves, bro, like that would be so
The
it's an octopus, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, like
Octopus.
that would be dope. I'm telling you. Like I don't know. I think there's so much that I gotta see. I honestly I'm not gonna pick until I know if there's some type of boost going with people doing.
I think the fish tank is gonna. I think a lot of stuff in the fish tank is gonna be in the background and move, and probably things are gonna light up in the fish tank at night where you can see it. It'll probably look better at night for that court as well.
Hey, do anybody? I know. I don't know if this was talked about already or whatnot, but does anybody know if Rick and Pro Am will be finally getting like a new update? Like, is Pro Am going to
nobody
have
knows.
like? So that's like, do y'all think? But do anybody in here think that they like
I,
use it as an event or something? 'Cause
I'm
I
telling
want Pro Am jerseys back where you can wear your own clothes
I'm
and
not gonna lie to you.
stuff.
I think they doing something special with that because they haven't they do, and until like till now they still haven't even shown like with the stage with the pro am or none of that kind of stuff.
But I'm saying, do we want that back though? Do y'all as content creators and as people that play the game a lot, do y'all want it to where you can wear your own clothes in the wreck again? Like, is that something that people like hit to the devs? Because I
The
know I probably
issue with that is when people wear the same colored shirts on opposite teams, and you can't tell people apart unless you have to do something where you can
Yeah,
uh,
NBA Live used to do it where you have to customize your character and you wear light clothes and then you have dark clothes. So then whenever you go in to the rec, for example, you'll end up putting on black if you're away,
but
and
can't
then
they
the
separate that
white
though
stuff.
by like your appearance and your apparel, and then like for like I'm not saying for the whole rec because I like what they do with seasons, but I'm saying like for like what is it called a event. I feel like the rec should have an event since we're speaking on like the city and stuff. I feel like the rec should have an event where you can wear your own stuff. Maybe like once a month because that brings the nostalgia back of 2K15. I think a lot of us like that too as
That
well.
would be a dope event to put back in the ring. But I mean, like obviously,
I'll be
like
honest.
there would need to be some. It can't just be like you can wear your own clothes. Like it's some type
it
of
probably had to be
sport
like
system
shirts and
for it.
skins or something like that.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. They got to bring back arenas before they bring back anything in pro am. Like pro am, again, I think it's been very underwhelming what Pro Am has gotten in the last couple of years. Like they really
Yeah.
they took away the arenas and everything. I hope they bring all that stuff back. Like it took away from even being on the leaderboards. Like people were Elite Six because they wanted to get the arena. So when you rolled up in an Elite Six, arena, you're like, oh damn, like these guys must be like the shit.
Or crowd capacity. Do anybody in here remember when you're loading the Pro Am and they show how many people in your crowd?
Bro, I saw empty seats. That was embarrassing, bro. Like that. I'm saying, like, yeah, it used to be the crowd would like be filled up in there after a while, but like in the recent 2Ks, like, bro, we got empty seats in our promo arena. Like, bro, we must be ass.
I just was speaking off because I remember like that's one of the things that drew me to 2K. That when I did start playing Pro Am when it was Road to All Star, before the 2K League even existed, I remember when they had that tournament, and then like if you didn't have a teammate, you could look. It was different menus inside Pro Am where you could really like optimize your skill set and then really find teammates. And I feel like Pro Am hasn't got enough attention. I know y'all guys been talking about the city in my career, and Pro Am news ain't out, but I would like to touch bases that like push that as a community that they need to kind of look at Pro Am maybe a little bit more and rec a little bit more. I don't know if they have, but I know it's a lot of people that play more 5v5 than Park. Not saying this is more highlighted in Park, right? Because a lot of people play Park, but I know a lot of us Pro Am guys like myself and like rec guys that play 5v5, we would like to see that nostalgia back in 2K and like them to like touch bases more on it or just like give us more intuitiveness to it because we fell back. Nobody plays Pro Am other than matchups and leagues anymore. Like rank don't even matter. Like I remember when rank used to matter. Like people really used to go in there and play rank, and like if you had a number one ranked team and say you started the YouTube because you're the number one ranked team on Pro Am, it could be good content for you. It's just like the creative spaces of 2K has to be in every mode, and that's something that I was gonna tell you, Hollywood, whoever went the team up or whatever community day. I just wanted to tell y'all. I don't know if y'all talked to the devs about that or y'all guys care anything about it. But me as a Pro Am guy, I fit in the community of that. I would like to see it get like more information, like more appearance changes and stuff.
Yeah, I feel you, bro, and I agree with you, and a lot of people will agree with you as well. We're talking about it yesterday that Pro Am got robbed for 250K. Not trying to take no shots at my team people because they're doing their thing, but that money got sent over to the other side, and so it's been a problem. But I will say this: all
Man,
next
that's
week we got literally no news supposedly. Only the season one information supposedly for next week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday before
And
the
they
game
said
releases.
more.
So
The and more is what
and
I'm
more.
talking
That's what I'm
about.
saying.
Like
So
Shake has
so
already.
we're gonna get some more news. Basically, is what I'm saying. So
But
I would
coach,
expect.
you're not. Well, I don't know how many Pro Am players like in here that play it, but anybody that let's say that the game come out and stuff like. If they don't do, what if they give us the same BS last year? Like it's not touched on. Like, how are we gonna feel as a
And
community
that's where
about
we
that?
have the conversations. And again, I want to. Bullet was in here talking about events earlier, right? We want to make sure that this game is an enjoyable experience. We want to give the feedback, professional feedback to 2K, so that we can get certain things implemented or see what changes can be made. Just like iPod said, the art team is massive for 2K, so we want to see what can we do. So that's the feedback that we give. If the stage is the same, if the program is the exact same, then those are the conversations that we need to have. Like 2K, you did an amazing job here, but this is where we're seeing like we need more here. This is some of the suggestions that we have as a community that would make this game mode pop, right? So that way we can start working on those things. And those things, especially like if it's something in the game that's not in the game this year, those are the things that we need to give to the dev team early. Like
Did,
like November, September, like those are the things we need to get early because that's when they start planning for new.
Yeah.
I have
To add on to that, just so you guys know, on September when the game releases, the devs are already working on the next edition. So you know what I mean. Like it's time to give them feedback on the future, and we got
yeah.
to start
I just
focusing
I
on
just
that.
think that, and then I just think
it,
that's a big issue, and then high rollers in the stage coming back is like a. I feel like those two issues for those modes will bring those modes live. Bring high rollers back for stage. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people can't afford to just buy VC. Not saying I can't, but there's a lot of people out here that's younger than us that don't work. That can't afford VC, and that was a way for them. If they stack through my career, they can go online on stage and use that my career VC to double or nothing it. And I feel like that was a nostalgia to a game that
Nah,
needs to
you
come
can't, you
back
can't,
too.
you
okay.
can't say that though. You can't.
Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
hold on, no, no. You got to
Uh,
remember, bro. There's rewards around the city with they have they do. Then they get so much VC. They got the endorsements and all that stuff too.
hey, Red, let me ask
But I'm
the
saying more than high rollers though.
yo. Can I not be heard?
We good?
Yeah, I
No,
can
I
hear
can
Hey,
hear you,
you.
bro.
Dub.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I need to
iPod's
know if
talking.
Dub.
iPod's talking.
Yes, iPad's talking.
Oh, I'm gonna try to
I'm
fix the
gonna
app.
leave, I'm gonna leave and come back. Tell him I'm gonna leave and come back.
Yeah, iPad said he's gonna leave and come back. Red.
It's just red. I heard him. I heard Carter. It's fine though.
Yeah,
I mean, I
Here,
can hear.
can you
yeah,
hear me?
yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I
Yeah,
can
I
hear
can.
you
I
All
now.
can
right,
hear.
so Peep, Dub, I got a couple questions for you. Do you want a matchmaking leaderboard for like pro am?
That would be good.
Yes, I would like to see that.
Would you like a track to like potential NBA 2K League prospect type stuff for pro am?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. What about like custom gyms? Of course the like my court features like the shooting machine and things of that nature. Would that be like something crazy too?
Yes, it would.
All right. What about scrims? Like being able to scrim without having to like actually do it for rank.
Yes. You you
Can't
you
you
hit
do that?
how did you hitting everything on the nail?
Can't you?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Hold on. Is there anything else? Like
I mean, when it comes down to pro am, I feel like if you're a pro am player and you don't play park in no other mode, yes, I mean, I feel like other than custom gyms, custom jerseys, I feel like scrimmaging with your team. I feel like I think it's called proximity chat, where you can talk to the other team also in pro am, even though that can be kind of toxic. I just think a lot of stuff can be implemented that's not implemented
Hey, let me
inside
tell
that
you. Let
mode.
me tell you my suggestion for pro am. Right. I just want to put this out there. Pro am is supposed to be a gateway into the NBA 2K League, right?
Yeah.
Best of the best players. But the way that the league is current, or where the pro am is currently played, it doesn't really translate that greatly into the league. And if you want to get noticed as a prospect, the way that they can make pro am pop for real and really prepare people who are looking to go to the league is have preset builds in there, bro. I've been suggesting it for a minute, but preset builds per position that will, and then no Gatorade, no boost, and you really have to feel what it's like to like play on a league type build prepares you way more than just going in there and playing with the builds that you got. Because obviously, like you can do way more on retail than you can do on league build. So, if we can implement something like that, that again, I've already talked to a couple 2K League head coaches. That's something that will greatly improve scouting. And
I sadly don't think that will ever happen. Cause
I
Don't they
know,
got it
oh,
where you?
I know
Hey,
because of the
Hollywood.
money
Backfield.
aspect of it, but if they can implement something,
Hollywood. I'll let you know. It will happen. But I don't know if it's gonna happen this
I
year.
I love
Champ,
it.
what about iPod and Champ? What about the secret menu that they have? The 2K League where you could that's what I was gonna say iPod about before the
This
game.
nigga say a
Well, let's say if
secret menu. Like
our
what
point
type of nigga? This ain't the McDonald's secret menu where you can order a cake. Like what the hell?
K League, I be seeing when they scrim and stuff like that. I just want not us to have everything that they have, but a lot of the stuff that they have customly, I would like to see in Pro Am for like the general public use.
oh,
Like what? I
so
want
you
to see.
want to see
Wait,
more 2K League S builder stuff in their
Yes,
slice
yes,
kits on the retail version of the game.
yes.
Now
It should be optional.
now this is my question, right? So basically the way that it's set up right now, and I don't know if Frank is listening. The league build is completely different from the regular 2K retail game. So I'm not sure if that would be something like everybody remember when we had the buy the little D Rose like joint addition to the game where it wasn't part of the game, it was like its own game type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, you know how like with Call of Duty you
Yeah, I
can
remember
download
the draft
Warzone.
combine. I know what you're talking about.
Right. You can
It's like
download
GTA
Warzone.
Online and then GTA 5 where you gotta buy it for $10. I get what you're saying.
Exactly. Like, do you like the only way that I could see that even being feasible is it's going to have to be some type of paid
A
content.
DLC?
Yeah,
I don't know,
Look,
iPod.
I
That's
like
mean,
tough.
I
That's
with
mean,
tough.
pro am.
wait. I'm just confused on.
because you're asking, because look, chat, you're asking for things that the 2K League paid for, like the NBA paid for that. You see what I'm saying? Like the
Mm.
NBA paid a shit ton amount of money to have
Have
their
their
own
own
build.
version of the builds. Their own
I'm
version.
saying how you gonna
Yeah.
practice? How people gonna practice on league bills then and try to? I'm not saying me, but just I know a lot of my partners be wanting to make the 2K league, and it's like pro am really ain't like she said. Like Boom said, pro am if you go in there with your my player, you're not going to the league with your my player. So what are you
So
really
my thing
practicing?
is, so
I'll
my
be
thing
honest,
is
but
for
Dub, we
that.
all had to
My
do that
my
though.
thing is for that, and this is where it says it comes into like the investment in yourself, right? And I agree with you. I feel like Pro-Am could be revamped into a mode that can really prepare people for the NBA 2K League. And I feel like that really needs to be fleshed out in order to do so. My thing too with it though, you have to understand from the business perspective, if they make a mode where you have preset builds that are at a certain point, what's to stop people from just playing that mode and not creating my players and playing it that way? You see what I'm saying?
That's gonna split the casuals from the
But no,
competitive
no, no. But
community.
but here's the thing: you're not looking at it from a
Wait,
business perspective. Look at it from a business perspective. If I have a mode in my game that is preset that allows people to play 3v3 and 5v5 against each other without having to grind anything, and the builds are preset to a certain level with certain badges. As a player who may not have the money to invest into 2K, from a business perspective, you're going to lose money if that mode exists within their product.
If it's free though, like, cause I probably said it'd be a
And that's what
DLC,
I'm
so the
saying.
D
Like, if you want to pay, if you want a mode like that, you're going to have to. That's gonna have to be paid.
Just make it a part of
Wait,
the seasons.
here we go.
Just
Dub,
add
listen,
it.
let me help him out. Dub, I think you're a little confused too, because you said like, oh, we don't make the league with our mod players, which isn't really true. Our build is based off of like what the best mod players are. Like the league build comes months after retail already been out. So like we don't really know what the league build look like until late into the game, damn near, cause like or midway through the game, because we don't know what the best builds are. So it's kind of hard for them to just make a preset builder with preset builds, and the builds could be dog shit. Basically, you get what I'm saying? Like, I was just trying to help you out, just because I'm in the space or whatever.
Nah,
Like,
you definitely just helped me out. I
yeah,
was just speaking off. I've never like I did the 2K League thing, but I've never been in there, so I appreciate the information. I was just speaking on because I got a lot of people that be telling me like, bro, I be saying I watch the 2K League and they player and my player, I made the same build, but it don't move the same, and I be trying to tell like, I be trying
yeah,
to explain like I don't know what they do. I don't know what the 2K League build is compared to like I
yeah,
probably say it's a different from the retail, and the retail can't be like the paid version because them folks paying, like he said, it's a business standpoint. But
yeah.
it
Like I
could be
said,
an
bro.
add-on as a DLC to change the game, is what I'm saying.
Like I said, me personally, right now, I'm a league player. So like, I was in the same situation that you was in, bro. It's like you you basically are making a league with your my player, bro. You got to play in those tournaments, play in the league host tournaments, teams in the league host tournaments, win the tournament, and then once you get into the league, that's when we get those preset builds.
The player
But
role, I get it.
yeah, you get what I'm saying? Yeah,
I'm
there you go.
understanding you, bro. That's crazy. I never knew that. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just feel like,
Malik Kansas,
like
okay?
again, outside looking in, it would be way more from the conversations I've had with multiple coaches. They're like, it would be way more advantageous for them to make a mode like that where you have preset builds so you can kind of see what people would actually be like in the league. We don't know if that's something that can be implemented. Again, it's the money thing that comes to it, but I would love to see something like that to actually fully prepare people for what they should expect if they make the league.
Or they can
See,
do tournaments too
see,
with that boom.
Shit, I'm
Like the
willing to
tournaments
pay for
work.
that mode.
see, but boom, if you charge
That's the
for it,
whole
now
point.
you're
If you
limiting the
charge
amount
the
of people
person,
who can try to join
they're
the
gonna
league.
take it a
You
whole
don't even
lot
have to
serious because they
charge for it. You
paid
just make
for
it a
it.
part of the seasons. If you're paying for the seasons anyway, just because that's basically like a
I would
DLC in itself.
definitely pay for
If
that.
you have to pay for the seasons now, basically
Hey,
the only way to play that mode is if you
hey,
continue to keep the
damn.
seasons. That's how
That
2K
would be
makes their
dope.
money. That's
That's a
how they
dope
get.
idea too. Like I just want. I've had conversations with
You gonna
coaches, and
cater
they're
to
like,
everybody. You might as well
I
cater to
just feel like it'll
everybody.
better prepare people for what to expect and really take scouting to the next level for the league. Because I'm a big
Cause
advocate
I'm
of the
tired of
league.
the
I
whole,
go to a lot
oh,
of
you
the
gotta
events. I want
be
to see the league succeed because I
friendly,
feel like that's the
link with
future
certain
of
people to even get a
2K. I feel
look.
like that's the future of esports, especially if it
Dang.
could get big. But I just think it better prepares people.
Off season every year. I watch a lot of these prospects. It's literally what my content is. It is so hard to scout like prospects in like a regular pro am game. I can't scout them in pro am. They had to be competing in these competitive leagues for me to even get anything. And on top of that, there's a UPA that's in person. That's just the best resource for scouting in general. So right now in the game, it's very hard because they also play a totally different game when they get to the league level. So it's kind of like it's very hard right now for coaches and GM to actually scout.
That's like college to the NBA though, bro.
Exactly,
When
cause it's
like
all
what I
word of
take from
mouth. He
what
say, she
Malik
say.
said
If you're
is
not in
like
the league,
when you
you
playing in
don't
them
get a look.
tournaments, that's damn near like you transitioning yourself to the pros
And
to
you
get
don't know
looked
what
at, and then when you
tournament to
get
even
looked at,
look at
is if you can
to
play that
sign up
role.
for.
That's why they have meta bills in the league, because it's more like a role. It's really basketball because it's a
Yeah,
marketed
which is
product.
great. What we're
Exactly.
saying is, again, I just want to. Me and Champ are like, we want to see the league grow. We want to see people be better prepared, like and have a
It's
passion
like
for
one of
it.
those
If you look at
fraternity
people, like there's
brothers in type
literally
mess.
scholarships for esports in college now, right?
That is a
Esports is
fact.
like going to be the wave going forward, especially as we go into the future. So I know that 2K could be at a position, especially um, being affiliated with the NBA, to be as big or not as big, but like it bigger than it is right now. And you can see from the
Dang.
viewership and the accessibility to it that it's growing. What the way that you do like to make it bigger in terms of long term is to tap into the market and make it to where it's accessible and it's something there for the people in front of their face that gives kids who are good at 2K at a young age the ability to
Dang,
hone their
bro.
skills and to be great in the league going
I'll
forward,
flake them
right?
up.
Scouting in the league, yes, there's pro am, and pro am definitely you can tell like who's the top people and who's going to be great. But there's a lot of times where you'll see people when they get from pro am and they're doing great and they get to the
And then they
league, it
get to
doesn't
that
work.
builder and
So
it's
like
like, no,
it's just
it
it
ain't
wouldn't help
clicking.
because you don't have that culture shock up. I don't have no Gatorade. I don't have no boost. I'm going into this. This is where this is like it just better prepares you and they can see what's going to fit better for their team and what's not.
So maybe, how about this? How about it'll be something where as though for the NBA 2K League and their events this year, maybe or even next year, maybe they can do something where when you go into the event space, you have to choose the build that you want to rock with. And when you go into the event center, you gotta play on that pre-made build with no boost, no Gatorade, or all of that with the harsh restriction
Yep.
I
that it
love it.
is.
I love it.
That
Yes, nigga.
that'd be
Call
better
that bitch
because
the
remember,
gauntlet.
and Malik can attest to this because he's
Send it
in
to
the
the
actual
gulag,
2K
nigga.
league. Those builds ain't 99 overalls. Those builds can't
Oh,
have certain gold and Hall of Fame badges on certain builds. Certain builds can't go a certain height requirement. So there is a huge restriction to when you
and
go
that's
over
the
to that
crazy
league build
part about it.
because you're not
The
only
game
playing
got
a different
restrictions in the
game, you're
game,
playing with builds that ain't made to do everything.
Yeah.
which is what we
So
want.
it's definitely a shock to
I
the
know that's
nervous
what I
system
want.
But
What?
you grinding for the league, and then you, like you said, some people make it there and it just doesn't resonate. You was the best lock small forward out there in pro am, but now you gotta be a popper because it ain't there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it.
Yeah.
You feel
I
me?
just want to see the league.
But we already had. What I'm saying is, we already had. What I'm trying to tell you is, and if y'all haven't paid attention, because a lot of people did it. 2K18. Now y'all remember 2K18, the combine. The combine mode itself has already been integrated in the game. It was for free. It was not a DLC. It was for free, and it prepped
Facts.
you for the league. But it was like Windows where you could play it. If they could bring that
Thank
type of
you.
mode back, in a sense, is what I'm saying.
That's
Even
what
if it's
he's
in seasons, you got to
saying.
pay a little league pass for it. If they bring it back, I feel like boom, that's kind of like the idea that you had already. The combine had the
Yeah,
preset builds where you.
Yeah,
no, they didn't. Well, they did. But the coaches and GMs, I'll be honest with you, it was a very hard resource for them to use to actually draft players. A lot of coaches and GMs will admit that they didn't use the combine as much as they would
But
use
that's
like
why you
regular
improve
tournaments.
it.
Like that's the reality of it. Is
You,
it's like
oh
it's
my
hard to
God, you
like for
giving the
people to
mode to
scout
the
players
people
when they're
that's
playing
gonna
against
take
like
it
it's like they're running
serious.
against random people and it's like very unorganized basketball times. You have trolls in that mode. Like that's not a
Nah,
scoutable tool
man.
in my opinion. Like coming from a person who watches and
You
ranks
can
these
use it
guys
as
over
a
the
filter,
over the
and then
years.
if
It's
you
like
pay, and
I
you
can't use
charging
that tool.
people,
just to
I
harp
was
on
just
what
talking
Champ
about
saying.
catering to the
they gonna take
casuals.
it serious.
I was just talking about giving casual people, since they want to make it a balanced, friendly game, giving them an opportunity, like young people that, I know rec is like that. If you go on rec every year, even this year, we know for a fact everybody in this know for a fact we're gonna get a rec, and we still gonna see some people doing that 23 stuff, standing out of bounds, standing in the paint because they ain't getting it. But we gonna see it. We see it every year. Don't matter what 2K do, we still gonna see casuals do that. But they need to give them, if they want the ball like that and they really think they're that good and they want to make the league, because I hear people saying all the time in rec, then and they don't have a team, I feel like it should be a mode for people like that. Even if it's not that or a tool for you guys, it just should be implemented in the game
It
for
could
people to have
be,
the opportunity.
it could be like, all right, just to
I agree with
be on
Buddy.
both sides of the spectrum. Like Champ was saying, like it's definitely not a good
I
like
agree with him.
tool for scouting players to get into the league. Just because like it'd be people like me, for example, when I was trying to get in the league and I had to play the combine to get in the draft pool, bro, I'm getting like triple teamed with 2 inside centers just sitting in the paint. So stuff like that. But on your end, what you're saying, I think
Nigga,
the
that mean you
compromise maybe it
alter
could be like an
around and you
event or something,
shoot.
like
Like
an event
you
once in a
get a
while where
ball up,
y'all
nigga.
get to
You
dribble and
use
dab in
your
there. Like
team.
I don't think because you got to think of it from a money side, bro. Like it's not no like they're not gonna just give people preset bills, bro. That's just not gonna happen.
Yo, Dub, I'm gonna pull you
Nigga,
down
they
real quick,
doing
so you
templates.
can get your answers. All right.
They
All right,
doing
Brody.
NBA templates
Actually, you
already.
can keep him. I'm actually have to step out for a little bit. Good talking to y'all. I'll be back later.
Okay, bet. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Request back, Dub.
Nah, what he said was spot on. Like,
Hey, I'm gonna
nah.
slide down too. Y'all be easy.
Take it easy.
Hey, hit me too, Red.
Where's Dub? All right. All right, bet. There we go.
But what I was really trying to say to y'all is I'm not a casual player, bro. You feel me? Like I've been playing. A lot of y'all know who G Nation J Nice was back in that. Like I've been playing against a lot of y'all for years, so I know the community. The competitive side is different from the casuals because I get in Rick late at night and play with people that's calling me crazy and saying crazy stuff and saying they good when they really not, and I have to sit here and basically watch them sit in the paint. Like I'm just saying, I want to remove and balance the game out to where everybody saying casual shouldn't really speak, but I feel like they can speak. They just have to have a voice in the community. They really the majority voice if you think about it, because content creators' voice matter. But I'm gonna be real with you, bro. They gonna listen to the people that's paying the money because it's a business at the end of the day. So if we don't have a balance between it to where we can get what we want, they can get what they want, then for years we're gonna still coming through this drought to where the game is changing all over just to cater to really 90 or 80% of the community. We're only like 10 or 15% of the community, guys. Like we get views, we upload, we content create, but at the end of the day, that really don't matter because like there's people that play the game that's a regular 9 to 5 worker. They play it, it's a lot of those people out here that play it. I got a lot of friends that work at
Oh
regular
my
jobs that
God,
play
I'm
the
getting
game,
tired of
but they're
hearing
not like
about
us.
them
They
people.
don't make content, they don't post videos, they don't really know what I know. But at the same time, their opinions sort of matter in a way because if you don't listen to them, then we're not gonna know that side. We're only gonna know the comp side. And maybe I'm not saying we're wrong, but I don't think the content or comp side, I feel like it should be a 50-50 split. And I feel like the game should be split up like that. Since they got cross gen now, we're gonna have more toxic players really sitting in the paint and doing that, even though it's still a comp stick 2K, it doesn't matter. People IQ and people personality won't change. So as a company, I feel like what 2K got to do is like listen to both sides, but as well try to cater to just the whole game as a whole for both sides to have fun. Because every year it's either a comp 2K, or it's a BS 2K. And some 2Ks, like majority 2Ks, has been consumer based 2Ks, and I get it because it's a business. But that's why I say what I said about the 2K league, because there's also another business thing that branch off into. You see what I'm saying?
All right, so peep this, right?
Nah, that's why these spaces be so important. Because I'll be honest with you, I'll sit in here and I'm literally just taking notes. So like everything that you were saying, you got validity to it. So
It's getting recorded or streamed or something like that.
yeah, so that's the whole purpose of these spaces, and especially like we're going into this year with our community being so, I feel like more connected this year. Like it's gonna be real important for people that have a connection with 2K to pass y'all's ideas and stuff like that up to them, because I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, like casuals make up majority of the community, so y'all's voice definitely matter for sure.
Yeah.
I just said that because in the past few spaces I've been in, Red and hosted a couple of them, and it was another guy, J.A. Bridgewood, Bridgeforth or something. They both been hosting them, and I listen. Sometimes I
Yep.
get in the talk, but majority of the time I'm listening, like you said, and I'm hearing like y'all talk about like when I jumped in yesterday, we talking about casuals and it being the majority vote. If casuals is the majority vote, right? Then that's you. Obviously, we keep thinking they're not listening to them. That's who they listening to, bro. I promise you. 10 times out of 10, when Mike Wayne look at Twitter, not saying he do, and I'm not trying to talk bad about it, but if Mike Wayne look at Twitter, he looking at like the ratio of people that's talking about the game, that play the game, that buy the game, that's gonna spend VC on these broken bills. Bro, my homeboy, and I'm not trying to put him out. This man spend about $2,000 or $3,000 a year on 2K on just bills, and some of them he don't even use. It's for the simple fact he be lost. He go off what content creators say sometimes. He go off other people that play the game and rate that he'll see this kind of casual that's sort of good. So that's why I'm saying, like, if they spending that type of money on the game versus me, I'm gonna make probably like one bill spend like 500 under. But that's just me. You feel me? I'm not finna spend no band on 2K because I did that like when I was younger, but I'm older now, so it's no point. So I see that, but other people don't see that. They're casual, so they're gonna be fooled a lot. You get what I'm saying? So we should listen to a lot of what they gotta say, but it shouldn't be as implemented. I get what you're saying. iPod is to where it's fucking up their money. I don't want to
Well,
mess up their money, but I also want both sides to be heard so the community
You
can
not.
come
I
so,
ain't gonna
together.
lie. That's never. Go ahead. iPod. Go ahead. My
yeah,
fault. Go ahead. Go
as he addressed me. So look, I'm never the type of person that says something about not messing with somebody's money simply because as a consumer we are always gonna have those gripes with companies about what we spend our money on. So for instance, right, you said that you'll make one bill spend 500, but you'll never spend a band. So you mean to tell me that somebody that makes two bills will spend a band? So you know what I'm saying? Like $500 on a game and is not that far from 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that far. If you already spent 500, you're a kraken basically on a video game. You know what I'm saying?
Spend 7 something, really like 750. So it's like I get what you're saying.
Right. So Pete, right? So what I'm saying is right now, we have Frank up here as a co-host. When it comes to the NBA 2K League, right, and what they offer a real life experience to becoming a competitive gamer in the basketball franchise. The NBA 2K League is ran by the NBA. So when we talk about the affiliations and everything like that, like this is an NBA led thing. So for instance, right, for you say you're a competitive player, you have league dreams and stuff like that. The number one advice that I would give to somebody like you is to follow all the teams of the NBA 2K League, all the coaches, some of the players that you gravitate towards when you're watching the league content. Watch all of the streams. Try to join some of their actual, what is it called? I think it's like, I don't want to get the name wrong. It's when regular people come in, like the regular teams. You know what I'm saying? Not the league teams, but when you community teams. When you come in with your community team, try to play in those actual tournaments and events, right? Like you have to live and breathe the NBA 2K League to try to get into it, is what I'm saying. So you may even get your hands on what it feels like to play in the 2K League if you can get your community team within the 2K League's tournaments, because they have public tournaments all the time that some community teams get into. You feel what I'm saying? So if you do that, if you live and breathe the 2K League and everything that it has to offer, there is potential upside for you joining. But if you're somebody that works a 9 to 5, only plays rec, and then says you have league dreams without doing any homework,
No. I'm not trying to make the league. I'm speaking off like I'm hearing this. I'm a content creator. I do content. I'm just do competitive content like wager stuff like that. I don't really do all the I'm not really trying to make the league. You get what I'm saying? I was just speaking because I haven't heard nobody really. I know it hasn't got no news out, but I haven't heard nobody speaking on these things. And I also heard if we talk about these things, that y'all could get it to the devs or like give us more information on it. Because these are from people that I know that follow my YouTube. These are people that follow me and stuff. So I'm just giving questions out that y'all added me as a speaker. I'm just giving these questions out or whatever. That's all. All right, man. I'm gonna get up off here. Y'all boys be easy.
Um, so,
Hey, Malik, we gonna slide tomorrow for the build. The bills is
hey
tomorrow.
Frank,
Blood for sure.
All right, bet.
I don't know if Frank is
Oh,
here,
hi.
but also like if you guys don't know, man, the 2K League did an event last year, and they'll probably do an event. I'm assuming again this year, and even I got to participate. In it. Like there's ways to get in the league other than just like doing like tryouts. Like for instance, I won for like power forwards last year and got unlimited boosts and got the chance to be like, go through like a draft experience and talk to coaches and stuff like that. I didn't take up on it because I'm a full time content creator, but ultimately like there's plenty of ways to get in the league other than just like praying that you get in the draft.
Lordy. I think I got to mute because um yeah, I think I got to mute it because of the copyrighted music.
Like putting it in the like as a consistent mode in the game, I think it could take away from money. But if it is entwined with the seasons, okay, 2K's okay with that. Or if it's in the event center, I think that it's important that we give the casuals like a taste of what these league pros are actually dealing with. Because there's people who will pop up and see the 2K league and they're like, man, how's this guy missing the shot? I knock that down all the time in the rec center. And like when people hear, oh, it's a different game mode or whatever, it doesn't always go through their head. They're just like, it's 2K at the end of the day. But if they actually get a chance to get their hands on that mode and play it, it will
These
change a lot of perspectives. So again, yeah, putting
these
it in the
people
rec center,
took,
or not the rec center, the event center, and having like
bruh.
people be able to play that might give the casuals a different change of perspective as well, in my opinion.
NBA Live is hurting right now.
I
That's
mean,
all I'm
it
gonna
goes
say,
back
bro.
to saying that
That's
you
all
kind
I'm
of have to
gonna
live
say.
and breathe it. You know what I mean? Like if it's something that you're chasing, like if it's a dream of yours to make it to the NBA 2K League, you kind of have to live and breathe it. You know what I mean? Because you will know that Hornets Venom GT is hosting a tournament if you're following them and you're following along with their journey, whether they have, content creators promoting their brand or
Mm.
if their brand is very active on social media. You have to live and breathe it. You know what I mean? Like as far as us news content creators, right? We have to live and breathe news, right? Which means I have a list here on Twitter that has every dev, all of their social media accounts on a feed that updates and adds me whenever and sends me a noti whenever news drops. And I've started to put a few content creators in there as well because they're getting news from other sources too. So like you have to live and breathe it if you want to succeed at it. It's
I
that
get what he's
simple. And that's
saying.
with anything in life.
I
Even if you
get
have a
what he's
regular
saying.
job, if you have
Hmm.
a job and they train you on it, you're not going to take the training for granted and then just go out there and do whatever because you'll mess around and injure yourself or do something wrong
I
and
was
lose the
literally
business
just
hundreds
talking
of
about
thousands
the
of dollars and
crowd
then you end up getting
around the
fired.
game,
So it's like if you
but
have
on the
to
win
make it to the
streak.
2K League, if that's something that you
And they
want,
just
if it's your
implemented the
dream, you're going to
crowds
live and
into
breathe the
the
2K
park
League. It's
like
that simple.
way more
Now, as far as pro
heavier.
goes, a
I
lot
don't
of
know if that's
players in
part of the
pro-am feel
story,
like, hey, we don't
but
have
I
all the
literally
customization that
said if I
everybody
get a
else
win
has, and
streak,
we want
that
that. And
should be a
I
crowd
completely
that
understand that
circles
because it's a
around my win
mode
streak.
within the game. They need to put some type of time and structure into that to make it a better experience for them as well. But if your grind is the 2K League, some people can even do it without Pro-Am that I've seen. But Pro-Am is a good resource to potentially get
Mm,
seen by people like Black Frank White and them because, like I said, they live and breathe the
I
league,
don't
bro.
know.
And
Elite
and
or
that's something
Rise,
that you
I
just
don't
have to
know.
do.
I
Frank,
don't
did you
know.
want to say something, or are you busy right now? Because I know you came up here. I thought Frank had something to say.
But I'm out.
That boy
Gotta
Frank
get
is
ready for
probably in a Zoom
Starfield.
call right now. And
You smell like money.